Oh, hi, it's us. It's Sunday night. It's snowing out. Internet should hold up. We're playing more Rogue Trader. Woohoo! That's it. That's the whole story. Because we got to Act 2, and now, like, we can, like, do things, and I want to do them. Also, we have a Gracie girl.
Delman.
Alright, nothing here. So at the end, we got all of our new quests rather. Most of them pretty much say, let's get to Footfall. I'm just gonna quickly see if there's any new. I could ask Pascal more about stuff, but I don't know if I care right now. Oh, what are you working on? Abel, we catch the soul of the light in the solar wind. We looked for the footsteps the Omnissiah left when he walked the desert. Pascal, who's over there, says, this is the One Aromantic computation procedure? The depersonalized minds of these machine servants are in a data dream, processing enormous arrays of assorted data and aggregating them. Okay, so we've got like what would be human robots, but not. Virtually all results of such synthesis scrap data, but occasionally we've noted coincidences whose exactness defied logic. It is an extremely rare and venerated form of statistical augury, but Tech Brother Abel is adept at this form of appealing to the Deus Mechanicus. Take a closer look. You notice certain repeating patterns in the scrolling columns of runes. You may not know what they mean, but you clearly see, or rather sense, their similarities. You point these out to Abel, making his face light up with joy. Abel, the crystal is exquisite in clear water. Deviation from the cycle's trajectory has been increased, as was Amarnat's wish. Abel lowers his head, and his Vox synthesizer broadcasts a Benharic hymn you do not recall having heard before. Its sound is full of vibrant energy, and its precise rhythm is nothing short of pleasing to the ear, a rare thing for the language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Pascal explains, with an air of pride, Tech Brother Abel has dedicated a lesser aria to you. The piece is distinguished by a high degree of acoustic harmony, as is fit for use as a motto, auxiliary identifier, or epitaph. Bow to Abel. Thank you for the generous gift. Abel, the gift is disproportionate, but it does signify a personal affinity. Why do you do it? Pascal says it's how we execute the quest for knowledge in the hope that the machine god grants us an epiphany, so we may discern a logical connection in a mass of absurd data, which will propel our comprehension forward. I.e., we're looking for the big answers to the big questions. Inspect the sacred machine. The hair has been removed from the servitors' heads. Their bulky cerebral augmetics cover their skulls like helmets. Yeah, so like I said, human computers. The faces of the cogitator's servants are blank. Their eyes are closed. Their lips are incessantly whispering what sounds like gibberish. Hundreds of lines of symbols containing information scroll down the cogitator's vid screen. Abel Hanuman peers at it with voracious interest, in sharp contrast to his usual placidity. Alright. Abel goes back to watching it. Turn to Pascal. Did you hear what Abel said? It seems we have contributed to Amarnat's design and deviated from the cycle. What does that mean for you? Pascal utters a low, guttural sound, and it rises from his Vox synth as though the planet's tectonic plates are shifting and crushing each other. The mighty rumble brings forth words imbued with power. We follow a path charted by a great mind, but that path leads us to dark places. The cycle has the advantage of predictability. Abandoning it will plunge the collective into perilous space of uncertainty, which will inevitably lead to disasters and the risk of universal annihilation. The doctrine of discontinuing the cycle may herald good things to come, or it may be a death sentence. Only the Omnissiah knows all and comprehends all. Others are mere prophets who interpret his wisdom as far as their own comprehension permits. Let's go with the middle ground here. It's better to meet the challenge of change and perish in failure than to rot alive. Pascal. True. The annihilation promised by stagnation is inevitable. Annihilation in the course of a crisis of change is merely probable, and meekly waiting for the foretold decline is shameful and constitutes a betrayal of the quest for knowledge. Okay. Cool story. We did get some EXP though, which we are very close to. Yeah, we need 32 EXP to level. So if we're lucky and we get some other, skill check or something. Alright, nothing here. Heinrich.
To what do I owe this visit?
Who are you, Chief?
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn III. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Okay. You remember your home planet?
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn III when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship.
How do you discover your abilities?
Like many psykers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great-aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too.
Sorcerer's power is truly dangerous. I hope you're doing better than that now.
When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment.
Tell me about the black ship.
Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psykers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers.
Okay.
Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
Alright. You were sent to the Inquisition straight after training?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Okay. How long have you served in the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
I'm assuming you've gone to many different worlds?
Indeed. I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terra, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
What duties have you been carrying out for the Inquisitor?
You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you?
For someone who's serving in service space, you're looking pretty good.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today.
Fair enough.
Gladly.
You're not the Inquisitor's only acolyte, correct?
Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I've never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I have been working alone.
Okay. If you're an interrogator, does that mean you hold a special position in the retinue?
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
Anybody else in the Coronis Expanse? Yep, figured not gonna tell us. Must be lonely, yeah?
I rarely have the time or the opportunity
Yep,
to
sounds
think about
good.
it. Such as?
What can you do?
The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name, uttered by my lips. I am also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily processes. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work.
Fair enough. Alright, so we chatted with him for a bit. That's good. Abelard?
Lord Captain.
Alright, don't think we have anything else more there for now. Voxmaster? Anything new? Group of officers was discussing a grim rumor over lunch. Word has it the apparition of Lord Captain Theodora has been sighted on board recently. Yes, you heard right. They say she is haunting the decks, dragging wayward crew members off into oblivion. Disquiet has spread through the ship, as the anomaly has been reported in different sections, sometimes entire kilometers apart. The Voxmaster leans closer to you. Master Heinrich von Calix expressed interest in our communication stations and Voxnets a short while ago. The interrogator appears to be very well versed in the matters of sacred technology. It worries me. A man of his knowledge and in his line of work is capable of discreetly planting his own devices in our systems. We will be vigilant, Lord Captain, but do be careful. Okay. So, will do. Doesn't look like that rumor triggered anything specific. Montag? Nope. Okay. Cassia?
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Cool. Tell me about House
As the
Orstelio.
only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
Is the Orstelio prophecy system named after your ancestor?
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
Who rules the house?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house.
A Novator.
It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house.
Okay. That's fine. We'll work with that. Yeah, so you lived in seclusion on a closed station until Fella committed his sabotage. William? No. So then you must be a Novator's successor.
So, says Regent Auronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
I take there's a rich history here.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Okay.
By all means.
Alright, we're gonna leave for now. Valet has nothing useful to say, not surprised. Argenta.
Greetings.
Okay. Helmsman. Okay. Honestly, I think we're good here. I am gonna pop in here. Because I do recall that if we go in... Go in the bath here. We might be able to get enough EXP to level up. Hey, Seki. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to tonight's quiet stram while we watch the snow outside and such. And Gracie takes a nap. Alright. Okay, so it looks like I can't see anyone new. I think everyone's still at the same spot. Okay. That's fine. Let's come back here. Poor William is dying. Alright, so let's go back to the bridge. Oh, you made mistakes, Seki. I mean, everything looked really good. Obviously, looks can be deceiving. I had a bagel tonight, and it tasted awful, and I was like, I hope I'm not getting sick or something. But everything else today tasted good. So, fingers crossed. But, yeah, like your chicken and stuff you had in the crock pot, it all looks good. So, William, this is not going to work, sir. I need to be able to see the text to read it for dear chat. This is William. But we need to have a talk here. I used free tomatoes for my soup, and I wish I used canned diced tomatoes. Fresh ones, okay. I mean, I'm assuming they weren't free, but Oh, William, you're a lucky boy. Because if they were free tomatoes, oh, you're fine, Seki. If they were free tomatoes, I'd be a little more concerned for you for sure. Because I wouldn't want to know where those came from. It's all right. You don't need full brain today. But William says thanks to Aunt Seki. Yes, there's definitely a big difference between a puree and paste. Paste is definitely much more of just a thickening and coloring agent. Okay. But it'll still be tasty, I suspect. Because it's still tomato, right? So, and I mean, usually you add a little salt and pepper to season anyway. So, it smells amazing. The soup I made the other day wasn't very good, but today at lunch I added my leftover rice from my Mexican takeout. That wasn't very good, and that ended up making it much better. So, I can appreciate that. William, all right. Helmsman Ravor, Lord Captain. Ravor's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving toward us. Judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails, and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. You're trying to gesticulate in every direction, meal prep thingy. I think that you will do well. And to your earlier concerns during this morning's stream about, oh, you know, it's been there 2 days, feels like forever, I'm gonna get rid of it or whatever. Time and date your stuff. That's my best suggestion. Get yourself like a little note card or a post-it note or sticky or, you know, something you can write on, and maybe on one of your journal note boards you can say, oh, you know, I made this, and this on Monday. I'm allowed to eat it until Thursday. Perfect. Yep. Good deal. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, I understand where you're coming from, but yeah, definitely. And if anything else, it always comes down to, you know, you can do the smell test. Where did they come from? Why haven't we noticed them? Helmsman, the rubbish of Furibundus. And I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards. It all bunches together, and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as if they emerge from the warp. All code food? I guess I didn't know that. Huh. But when you say cold, do you mean specifically refrigerated? Like... Okay. Because I was like, I've never seen you had an issue with, like, room temperature food. So that's why I was just curious. Okay. Anyway. Could this be the work of Kunrad Voigtveer? Helmsman. Possible. He could have hired some scum. Or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. Alright, let's go.
All stations, report when manned and ready.
Alright, this is our first ever void ship battle. Fair enough, Seki. Fair enough. 3 separate zones. Yeah, well, you should definitely freeze some chili anyway. I mean, that's definitely something that I would suggest. Because chili usually freezes well. And then you just throw it in the microwave and heat that sucker up, and it's delicious. Acceleration zone. Like, chili, generally speaking, freezes very well. Because most of the items in there are things that, even if they break down, like let's say beans or corn, like the flavor is still consistent, the texture is still there, and the sauce, you know, the liquid that really makes the chili delicious, it's still liquid when you microwave it. So you just stir it up and it's amazing. Chili is one of my favorite things to store. I mean, I don't store it for 12 years, but I might store it for a couple of weeks. Because you're always going to reheat it. So I feel like that does avoid what you've just talked about with, you know, having issues with it. I mean, if you weren't going to reheat chili, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? No, you should eat chili because it's hot. Yeah, I found really good success with chili. Oh, well, yeah, because pasta doesn't freeze well in soup, so no disagreement there. I would find that, aww, I'm sorry. But yeah, generally speaking, nothing that's in chili, you know, your standard chili, will be sadder if you freeze it and store it. I mean, a lot of times, if you age chili a little bit, the flavor becomes richer, right? Because at a molecular level, it becomes more conjoined. So you get a little bit of everything in every bite. So, I don't know. Definitely a big fan of chili. No question of that here. Alright, space combat. Battlefield is separated in 3 zones. Various degrees of brightness. Acceleration, mid-movement, and end movement. Okay. Okay, so we have to move every turn. Okay, so we've got this guy here. We've got this guy here. What do we have? Void ship ram. So we can't ram anybody because we're... Actually, can we? What if we go here? We're gonna move here. Okay, so we can use each of our ship's attacks once per turn. Fine, good to know. Okay, so even though we can move diagonally, the ram is literally just straight ahead. Noted.
Initiate the barrage!
Alright, not bad. Okay, so shields recover each round. Okay, so if they're damaged, we can use restart. Okay, if we have to restart, it'll take a little to bring them back up.
Macro
I'm gonna move up one more. And I should be able to fire these too, right? Nice. Ship destroyed, chat. Woohoo! Then we're gonna move here. Here. Okay. And we're gonna end our turn. They're gonna go behind us. We did take damage. I'm very sad about this. Oh, we can't just rotate around. I have made a horrible mistake. I see now the error of my ways. Alright, so we're gonna go there. We shouldn't have any attack availability here. We're gonna restart the shields. We're gonna end our turn. They're gonna attack again. We're gonna take ship damage here. However, they were very... What? Perfect timing? What? You restarted the shields on your flagship and received no damage to the hull while doing so. Okay. So... Let's start with the lance weapon. Well, that was effective. Like that. Then let's fire off this. And they're down. Okay. So we need to repair the ship with scrap. Understood. So we acquired ancient machinery and scrap. And we got experience for our ship. Cool. So... Yes. Alright, ship's been repaired. Cool. Okay, so this is us all the way over here. There is Dead World. The altar, which we're not supposed to go to. Can we scan? We can. Doesn't seem to be anything going on here. Noted. Alright. So let's go to this ship here. This might end badly. Let's find out. Helmsman, Lord Captain, we have the flagship Drusus Blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They're requesting a direct Vox channel. Patching you through. Chartist Captain Asterius Thorfast. The Vox channel clicks. And after a brief pause, a dry, low voice hails you. Greeting, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valentius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Asterius Thorfast, bearer of a free charter of the merchant fleet. How can I be of service? What you doing out here? We develop supply routes for Chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of the Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed, charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contacts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs, and those who are interested in specialized goods. I'd love to take a look at the catalog components available for purchase. Okay, so this is Imperial Navy. So we can purchase anything that's, you know, within our range here. Okay, so these look to be less good than what we have. These also look to be less speed, but strong acceleration and braking, versus 13 speed and low. Torpedo tubes, which are plasma damage. 4 torpedoes with 19 damage. So that may be better than our Mars pattern prow battery. Great. Oh, another lance weapon, which we already have. And okay, we already have this as well. This looks to be, again, what we just have. Now. Ooh, man. So 105 and rank 14. Well. We can only sell them this. Better than nothing. Looks like we got a long way to go, because they want void trophies. So nothing we have here is really gonna make them happy. That's okay. But definitely there's a lot of neat stuff here, which will be a significant upgrade to what we have. So that's good to know. I don't care where they sourced them from, but I'm going to ask anyway. They come from everywhere. Yeah, they're traders. What about Operation Synchronous Expanse? For the most part, all the Expanse has is fleets of different organizations and small flotillas of merchant ships. Uninterrupted communication between worlds is a matter of life and death for many outposts of humanity. So even in this dark corner of the Imperium, there are Chartists and ships assigned to the various Adeptus. Alas, the Expanse has next to no stable trade routes, so the job can be precarious at times. Then again, no one is more intimately familiar with the hardships of local commerce than a rogue trader. Alright, cool. So, let us go to Footfall, chat. High Factotum Giannis. Your lordship, something sinister is unfolding among the survivors from Rykad Minoris. There have already been several cases of evacuated refugees being found either dead or dying. All of them had been blinded using various means. I fear there is reason to believe that there were agents of the cult among the people who came on board. Argenta, I knew the anathema would not fully release its hold on those doleful souls just yet. Then let us march and drive it away. Give me a proper report. Quartered, supervised. The serfs and planetary wardens were assigned to 2 auxiliary lower decks. The commoners are riled up and frightened by the calamity, so, to keep their senselessness in check, we only assign those of sound mind to work and pump sedative gas through the ventilation into the compartments holding the rest. The venerated Praetor Electroid Dar Impulse VI and his retinue took refuge in one of the engineering bays. Or, more accurately, they barricaded themselves in. The wise servants of the Omnissiah are fearful beyond measure that ignorant lay people might damage or offend their miraculous fusion reactor. So they cloister themselves in their own personal fortress. Tell me about the killings. 11 bodies have been found thus far. The first victim had their eyes burned out with a gas torch. The second had acid splashed in their face. The third was found wandering around on their last legs and with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. Jesus! They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways. Through blinding. No trace of the killer's identity was found. Begin the interrogation. It'll be done, your lordship. Abelard. If I may interject, there's no need. The interrogation's already been conducted. I put the enforcers on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, though I decided not to disturb your lordship until I had the results. Well, now I do. We have already arrested, let's see, 4 perpetrators at the scene of the crimes that had yet to take place. Those are not murders. They are suicides. Explain yourself, Seneschal. The people we apprehended were about to blind themselves and end their own lives. I am confident that all who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They are haunted by the sight of dying Rykab Minoris. Even in their sleep, they still see the same horrific picture. So the sad wretches would do anything to make this nightmare stop. Aww. Let's go with faith. I'm sure that'll work out well, chat. Certainly, Lord Captain, but I'm afraid it's not just the refugees. Okay. 3 out of 4 people we arrested were members of the crew. They watched Rykab Minoris die, and it left their minds scarred. We all bear the mark of that dark catastrophe, for it was the attention of the ruinous powers that branded our very souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us. Heinrichs, you were warned, your lordship. It is regrettable you did not listen. Okay, so we've got problems, and it's my own damn fault. Fair enough. Alright, Void Dock Alpha Row. Shadow Quarters, the Martyr's Endurance, Liege's Residence, the Atrium. Here we go. Sure. This looks like a welcoming party for us. Hopefully it is in fact just that. Liege representative, your lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, so we're attracting less attention as possible. Yep, thank you. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladim Tokara. The Liege awaits his chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to tend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassia's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. The look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Adira jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Who's coming? Asked Adira. Judging by the voices of them, there's a lot of them. They're angry, they've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. The strength is their numbers. Liege representative. Pray, what are you talking about? What do you mean by such a cryptid pronounce? She doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome?
Alright. Well, I got bad news for them. They picked the wrong fucking guys to piss off. Also, little cute Gracie butt is very cute, not gonna lie. Now we're gonna get to go first. So I don't see why we don't just murder their asses. Gracie butt is the best Gracie butt around. Yes, she does. Super cute. It's Gracie butt. Love my Gracie. She's the best. Yes. Aw, what a good girl. Alright, chat. Here we go. I'm up first. Armored Anver, who has a lot of HP. Okay. Ooh, Bloodstained Amelia back here. Oh, dang, we got, what does she got? Combat shotgun. Okay. I was hoping she had a snipey rifle, but she doesn't. Yeah, okay, so it looks like these guys are in the back. The boss girl's there. These guys are all meat sandwiches. Another armored guy there. Okay, 2 armored guys there. Noted. 2 armored guys here, also noted. So I'm gonna make this a little bit different by throwing fire here.
Set this in motion.
So they can deal with that. That's fine.
I know what to do.
We're gonna use our new Grand Strategist stuff to, you know, do things. And then... yeah, we cannot move. Okay, noted. It looks like we can't attack either, because we already used that thing. Let's give bonus to Abelard. And I'm just gonna end my turn here, which might be bad for me. Alright. Rude. How dare you attack my girl? These guys should both die upon their turn. I'm gonna move here. Well, I could also do a lot of work on these guys. There's more of them over here, aren't there? Alright, let's move here. We're gonna go Death from Above to here.
Trust me.
That should kill 2 of them. Oh, only 1. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna go with this next. Okay, got him. Good. Then I'm gonna go with Where It Hurts. And then I'm gonna go with Death from Above to go here.
We shall not fail.
Which should kill this guy, right? Oh. I thought he was under DOT effect. I suppose because he wasn't targeted, was he?
The shadows will see it. Death is a blessing.
There you go. Okay, that killed him. Now, can we go further? We're not gonna be able to get that far. I can get over to this guy though. Not bad. And poison should do it. But now we're gonna do acrobatic artistry and go all the way back. So, spin move back to the other one. Nice. Did some damage. No one there to kill. No one there to kill. And then move back there. Not bad.
Emperor, protect me.
Went right through the fire. And a dodge. Cool.
Let's make it quick.
Not good. Don't like it. Dodged by that. Cool. Alright.
The other
He's
side
dead.
waits.
He took some damage. Looks like he didn't do any. That's fine. So I can go with Ignite on her
Of course.
and do 38 beautiful damage. Love it. We'll give a little exploit here. I don't think she's really going to be doing anything here when it comes to...
What?
Alright, I think we'll end with that and end that. Okay, here come these guys. They look to be all melee. Oh, no, take that back. One of them has a pistol. Well, that's fine. Not going to work out for you.
Rejoice in battle.
Alright, we're going to move her here. We're going to switch to this weapon. I'm going to go... I can't shoot them? What? I thought I could. Well, that's rude. Yeah, that's rude. Alright, we're moving here then. Alright, what do we got for percentages over here?
I'll do it. For you, my emperor none can escape the emperor.
Nice, got all three of them. Awesome. Alright, let's go run and gun. So we can then also do Revel and Slaughter.
I act.
And then also switch to this weapon. And go... Yeah, didn't think we'd get any of them. Alright, so I'm going to attack her.
I'll do it.
34. Nice shot. Then we're going to go back to here. We're going to use the Firearm Mastery
The will of the righteous.
Heroic Act. So we can then start...
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, come on now. There we go.
I'll do it.
There we go.
As the emperor commands.
Alright. Boss is down. Excellent. Miss. Rude.
I'll do it. For you, my
Nice.
emperor.
Good hit. See if I can get this guy too.
As the emperor commands, I act.
No.
This is why I
Nice.
was
Good
chosen.
hit.
That is for the weak.
Another good hit. Now we'll use this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Good amount. Pretty happy with that. Cassia. So she can do what? 48 damage? Yeah, not like she's gonna do that. Let's move her here.
Give me strength.
And then let's see about her. There we go.
Me. You insist on
Alright, good amount. Excuse me, apparently my blood sugar is flying. The bagel that didn't taste very good, though, still has a lot of stuff in it. So apparently I need even more insulin than I thought. That's fine. Alright, I think if we do Zone of Fear... Is this everybody? All creatures, crap. So can I go here?
this a job for the
Alright, I got one. I'll take it. Can I do voice of command on my own hero? Yes, I can. Perfect.
around.
Alright. Abelard. What do we got left here, bud? We got this guy here. We got the 3 down here. I think I'm gonna move here. And then let's go
I will do my duty.
angle it up. And then we should be able to just straight murder this guy.
Indeed.
Yep. 71 damage. Damn, bro.
Tried and tested.
Save some for everybody else. Yep, we're gonna use a heroic action here. I'm gonna move over here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I'm gonna use swing. Do this.
Victory is worth more than
Go for a triple kill. Then I'm gonna come back over here. And I'm gonna go schwink.
one fewer target.
They're all dead. 1 turn. Servant. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Adira, every time I warn them, then they go all, Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Adira spits on the ground in annoyance. What was that? An attack right on the dock? Your lordship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Takara. He glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. So you're saying this kind of thing happens often, do you? Shooting? Yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Get your ass out of here. Go report to Liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'm going to report to the Liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Get the fuck out of here. So I can loot my bodies. Ooh! Anything useful, though? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, still gonna loot them. But
Let's seize the moment.
all right. Looted. All right, what do we got here? Big old area. Sicarian Rust Stalker. They look badass. Opticon 22. Sup, homie. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue. Hey, once! Monster placation activate! Sir, have I got the deal for you? It's a me, Oncio, for about 14 more hours. Yep, that's right, chat. You heard it here first. Once and never more is leaving us. Also, Once needs to tell you, or I will tell you, about what happened at his place today. We attempted to rebuild a computer, and it didn't happen. Yeah. Yeah, once for one daddy's computer, which we worked on before we left for vacation. And then came back. I ripped everything out. We replaced the Temu second chance low quality version PlayStation unit. I'm sorry, power supply unit. With something that actually was built with something more than just a piece of duct tape and a grass leaf. So power supply replaced with something that's actually workable, cool. Reseated the CPU, redid the thermal paste, reattached the cooler, redid all the RAM, started it from fresh, essentially. Turn it on, CPU is already at like 80 Celsius, sitting in BIOS, and it's slowly going up 1 degree at a time. Not good. And so we turned it off again, and I pulled off the cooler and looked at the thermal paste. Thermal paste had good coverage on the CPU again. So don't think it was an issue as far as like, oh, I did a shitty job. So we think it might be the pump this time. The true irony, though, which Once and his dad pointed out to each other, was he did have a working computer before this all started. It was working fine. But you never know. I mean, that power supply unit could have gone up in flames at any time based on what we looked like. It literally fell off the back of a Temu imitation truck. It could have blown away with a light breeze. I've never seen something so sad looking for a power supply unit. Like, the fan inside looked like cheap plastic. I'm honestly amazed that it ran his dad's computer at all. No lies. But we spent a couple hours working on it and then called it quits because we're like, we need to try a new cooling unit. And Once did have an extra 280, or was it 240? I think it was 240. Sitting around, but no fans with it. And so I didn't really want to take apart the other entire one just to hopefully make it work. So we finally said, let's just fucking buy one. So that's what ended up happening. So maybe tomorrow, after the snowstorm, we'll be trying one more time to get it up and running. Because I'd really like to give his dad back a working machine. Like, the motherboard is new and nice. The power supply unit now is new and nice. It's got decent RAM in there. It's got new M2 drives. I see what you did there Once. Fair enough. Opticon 22, initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative, structural part of the Cognizant Fleet from the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, and donations. Well, I'd love to see... Oh, wait. Initiating official green procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glorious success to House von Valencius. The Bin Harik aria begins to flow from the scratched box attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. I want to make a trade deal first. What you got? Alright, we'll take your med kits. Sure. Stim packs. Ooh. That's just a straight boost. Love it. Deflection gloves. +5 to persuasion. Don't mind if I do. Or wait. I'm looking at noble silk gloves, which are not what I'm buying. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with a ranged weapon using a ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. Okay, interesting. Machine right set. Sure, we'll take that. Free junk. Target designator. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a Deadeye shot, reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies 1 exploit until the end of combat. Stacks up to 3 times. Cool. Ooh, we don't have enough profit factor for this, but that's neat. I want this for Argenta. Reject the flesh. What? Oh, that must be a skill. Oh, I'm so happy to see new items, chat. I wanted new items so badly, and now we have them. Ooh. Cool. Saw. A heavy rock saw. Whoa. This is heavy, heavy armor. And a nice boost to toughness. Alright, well, what do they want for reputation? Holy gifts, which we have lots of. Boom. Heretic trophies. I don't think we have any of that. Yeah, so if any of them are for like 500, I think those are the ones I want to trade. But otherwise, no. So we are level 4. If we get to level 5, we get the bolter. Well, you know what that means, chat. We're getting the bolter. Ship components. Mechanicus creations. Sure, I got a couple of those. We need a couple more. Done. Trading. Thank you. And thank you. Cool. No point in going further because I can't afford any of these via profit factor. So, yeah, no reason to push further. Okay. Cool. So if I go look at Argenta, yeah, so instead of 5 to 7, now rate of fire is 4 instead of 8, but range is more, and damage is more than double. So this is good. I like this. So we're gonna swap that out. Oh, she's looking good now, boys and girls. Yeah. In fact, let's see about level up. What do we got here? Devastating attack. Reckless rush. Whoa. That's huge. Wildfire. think we gotta go with Reckless Rush. Yeah. Because that sounds awesome. That's a huge amount for repositioning. Alright. She is our master tactician. I think I did like Held in My Gaze. Okay, big CC for willpower and toughness. So we have Glimpse of Fate. Um, okay, so Vigil Beyond Time seems like we can time warp ourselves, which is interesting. Ooh. That's nice. That would be a good way to get rid of Veil degradation. What is her willpower bonus? 6. That's actually big. Do I want something more than that, though? Ooh. Screw it. We're taking the damage. I love so many of these ability choices here. I'm really going to enjoy using Cassia, I think. Alright, what do you got here, girlfriend? Ooh. That's just a straight 30% damage boost if we have temporary HP. Oh, neat. So she gets free movement through this? These are all cool. I think I'm going to go with the straight damage boost for now. Adira. Interesting. She doesn't really have ballistic skill, right? Yeah, she doesn't have either of them. Hmm. Uh So all these prey ones look like a lot of chaining. I get the feeling that if you did it right, it'd be very, very powerful. Dominate. We could add Biomancy to her, but I don't think so. So we already have Pyromancy, Divination, and Telepathy. Ooh, Firestorm. Oh, wow. Whoa, so if they're burning and they're an enemy, they just keep burning. Just, they keep burning forever. If it's an ally, they also keep burning, but they take half damage. I'm gonna go with Orchestrate Flames. We're gonna work the fire angle. All right. Bulwark, defensive stance. Oh, nice. We get a common talent too. I mean, he's definitely going to be melee. He's got power armor. We should add him swift movement. Definitely. Let's go with Wall of Rockcrete. And then for me... Whoa. So we can change or modify an area. So Overwhelmed is a extreme suppression one. Killzone finishes off anybody who's weak. And int bonus and fell bonus. Well, my int bonus not too high. My fell bonus pretty good. So that's +9 overall. Yeah. Blitz. Oh shit, so we can just move people? I think I like that the best. Okay, so this allows us to double up at okay. I'm going with Blitz. That just sounds really good. Because again, within the range of 9 cells. That sounds just badass. Done. Was this gonna be better than what she has? Oh. She doesn't have anything in that slot. Cool. Easy answer then. Let's check the ship if we can. I don't think any of these are going to be better, right? We already determined that. Except for the torpedo tubes. Which I want to use instead of this. Sophie! Hello, Sophie. Oh, this is actually better. Okay. Welcome, Sophie. Happy Sunday night. I'm an addicted person, so I'm here doing your things. You know. As we do, it is a Gracie. It's a baby girl. She's the best baby girl. She's asleep in very softly, baby girl. She's Miss Gracie. That's all I got. All right, let's talk to this guy again. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34 years ago, fleet received Von Valencia's dynasty, a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle account. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The payment can be made to Von Valencia's assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Ooh. I can get 5,000 rep, or I can get mobile extractium. What can I expect for payment? We've had business with them before. Yep, a lot, apparently. We traded a planet to them. Okay. Okay, so it took a long time. So... I think I'm gonna take the extractor. Alright, what about friendship for the Adeptus Mechanicus? Okay. So if we... Okay, so they want stuff. They would love information on planets. Gracie would love information on planets. Holy Jesus. Blood sugar, please come down. We'd like it to stay under 300, please. Why do you want info about planets? They want to know information about the universe. Why do you want to know about Xenotech? Isn't that heresy? They're like, we need to know. Okay. Questions? Okay, there's apparently a void station in Longren's Belt. What is the Cognizance fleet? Okay, so purpose of surveying, optionally conquering the expanse. Okay, cool. And they won't tell us where they are. Okay, you're an explorator. Why are you here instead of exploring? In other words, they got awarded and then were able to stay. Up, snow truck goes by. And Gracie can definitely knock anything off the edge of Mars. So what happened in the Tanaris system? Nothing he can tell us about. What are you doing in football? What he already told us about. Trade. showing his face, getting detailed stuff. Okay, Abelard lets out a long and heavy sigh. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. You seem to be speaking Gothic, but the informational capabilities of Flesh Speak are lacking. I function as the fleet's diplomatic mission, oversee shipments, and ensure that the laity does not encroach upon the exploratory sphere instance, i.e. you keep people away from us. Great. His name. Great. Wonderful. Why are you here? Great. No questions. Take my leave. Okay. Because, yeah, I feel like I can get 5,000 rep very easily. But at the moment, at least, I cannot get more of those miners. Alright. So I'm guessing there's nothing hidden back here, but always worth it to check. Also, lots of dead guys with goods just floating around. Ooh, what did I just pick up? Enforcer Light Carapace. That seems like a good thing to have. But not that great. Yeah, alright.
Let's see this through.
More goods here. Don't mind if I do. More goods here. Ah, and what looks to be a lock. Yeah, didn't think so. Wouldn't be that easy, chat. Let's see. Ragman. What you got? I want to talk to you, Ragman. Sell me your shit. I guess he doesn't care. Fair enough. We'll continue on. 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. 1 cargo container was stolen. Uh-huh. Good to know. Functionary. So we can pass through this check or whatever.
Marching ahead.
My warp site reveals.
Ooh, thank you. Hidden loot. Grenadier's Cloak. The wearer and all their allies are immune to grenade. Okay. Oh, from their grenades. Understood.
Always striving for greatness.
Okay. So the Anvers are causing a little bit of a, discontent. We're going to the rest of football? Not yet, we aren't.
Let's seize the moment.
Bureaucrat, nothing to say, I presume. Some plebs working at the machine. Pilgrim. Acetylizing. Wonderful.
Now that was easy.
Let's talk to him if we can. We cannot. Alright. Can we talk to this functionary? Probably not. Okay.
Onward to victory.
Yep, another leaflet. Lots of stuff rotting away. More goods here for little old us. Don't mind if we do.
My actions speak louder than words.
So a lot of stuff sitting here in dock, not doing anything. Oh, hidden goods there. Let me get that. Stuff here? No. Fine, I guess. Another pamphlet? Yep.
Forge ahead, never linger.
What we got over here? Okay, nothing from the looks of it there. Dead guy here. Strange memo. The holy book by the altar. 1. That void damn customs guy. He's always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? 3. Guess what? 4. Hanger by the window. Remember to bow the emperor through the window. Okay. So I'm not sure if that's the clue to that
Perfect.
lock over there or not. Maybe. I'll keep that in mind. Guards in front of the bar here. Wonderful. Finest wines from Giannis. Servant. Aristocrats, I assume, don't have anything to say to us. Yep, they don't. Okay. Assume just another landing dock over here.
Marching ahead.
Can we get up here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So I really want those goods, but obviously I have to figure out this code. Um, 291. We're still approaching 300. Woohoo. I don't see any visual clues here. So let me go back to that, the holy book by the altar. Is there an altar here? I don't see one. There was the pilgrim, though. Would that count as an altar? Maybe. Volume 3. Okay, so 3 is first.
Moment.
3 is first. Void Customs guy. So maybe 5. They're both rank 5. So 3, 5. Hanger by the window. Remember to bow to the emperor through the window. And there's a 4, it looks like. So 3, 5, 1, 4. Let's try that. 3, 5, 1, 4. 3, 5, 1, 4. hangar by the window. 113. 112. 111. Just looking to see if I can no, I guess that's not a hangar. So 3, 5. Felt pretty good about 3 and 5. And I did 1-4, so what about 4-1? Yep, or maybe I got it right the first time, I don't know. And I just didn't notice that it opened. So, good job, me. Maybe I did it the first time, right? Alright, nothing super special. But loot get.
To victory.
Uh, 8:30. We've been going for almost 2 hours. I think we'll call it here as my blood sugar continues to go up. Woohoo! Because if I'm gonna play tomorrow, I don't want to overdo it. So we'll stop here. And barring any other surprises, we'll have a hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm gonna go take a look out at the snow and see how it goes. Chat, thank you for being here. You're all wonderful. If you are in the snow areas, please stay safe. If you aren't in the snow areas, still please stay safe. And we'll take care of the little babies. All the soft, beautiful babies. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.